Hi everyone, welcome back to the Torok channel. So, there's a question about Harley Benton guitars that I've been hearing since I have discovered this brand, and the question is the SC-1000 Active better than the SC-Custom Active? I have already tried to answer this question, especially when I have compared the Roswell Active pickups with the HBZ pickups. You can find a link to this video up there if you want to take a look. But I have never really tried and compare face-to-face an SC-Custom Active and an SC-1000. And one of the reasons why is every time I have been thinking about making these videos, one of these two was not available at the moment, so I really could not do it. But it looks like I've been lucky this time, so here are SC-Custom Active, SC-1000. If you've been watching the channel for quite a long time, you know that I own SC-1000, but I have really modified it a lot with complete go-to hardware and EMG pickups, so it would not be a fair comparison. So I wanted to really bring back two brave new guitars in their box, unbox them, compare them as they are out of the box. So time for unboxing, I guess. Here we go. Okay, so this is the SC-1000. Let's take a bit of time to take a close look at it. Okay, black matte finish, kind of things that I really love, and one of the reasons why I do appreciate my SC-1000. It looks like, though, the shape of the horn has changed a bit, or is it me? Wait, because I have my SC-1000 here. Okay, let's compare it. Yeah, clearly you can see it. The shape of the horn here has changed. Now you could really mistake this guitar with an LTD SC-1000 or something like that, because now the shape of the horn is the exact same as on the LTD or yeah, funny. I must say that I did not expect that. Wait, need to bring my guitar back to where it belongs. Here we are. Okay, so that's the SC-1000, and you can still find here the old name of this guitar, which was L-1000, and you still got the same thing. Okay, aside from that, well, the guitar looks absolutely okay. Still this pretty massive neck hill here. I'm gonna talk about it later, of course, when I play this guitar, but okay, it's cool. Time to unbox the second one. Just one word about the package. The box on this one is thicker than on the SC-1000, and you have this protection that does not exist on the box of the SC-1000. So that's maybe a first sign of better care for production and protection on the SC-Custom than on the SC-1000. Yeah, and here it is. And here it is. Okay, so this one comes with strap locks, were obviously highly protected. Anyway, never mind. I'll do that later. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of strap locks, you know. Not this kind of strap locks. Okay, so matte finish. This one is thinner than the SC-1000. This one has no neck hill, and this one has Grover tuners, and it is now made in Indonesia. Okay, at first sight, everything's okay. Let's try and compare them side by side. Okay, so you can see that the SC-1000 is thicker than the SC-Custom. You can also see that, maybe you don't see it, I don't know, because of the light, but this one is a bit darker than this one. The hardware is also a bit more, tiny bit darker on this one than this one. Aside from that, well, now the shape of the horn is the exact same, but the playability is potentially better on this one if you want to go to the highest frets than on this one because of its neck heel. But okay, apart from that, when you look at these two guitars side by side, you can really understand why a lot of people hesitating between these two, because they are so close to one another. Just details, but you know, this one's got golden pots when this one's got black plastic pots, but apart from that, really very close to one another. Okay, so I think we're not gonna learn a lot more with watching these guitars. Time to play them first in a mix, and then guitars alone. I'm going to talk to you about pretty much everything you cannot see here to the demos. But just before we go there, of course, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel if it's not already done. Leave thumbs up, leave comments, share my videos on social networks and pretty much everywhere you can. And if you order anything from my partner Taman, please use my partner link that's gonna be in the description of this video down below. I'm gonna give you a direct link to a list of highly recommended gear that I have made. It's completely personalized with the name of my channel, so you're sure you're on my link. And of course, this list will imply these two guitars. Okay, now here we go for the comparison in the mix. Okay, so what you've just heard are both the SC Custom 2 active and the SC-1000 active, and now of course I'm gonna give you details about this guitar. I'm gonna talk to you about what you couldn't see here through the demo, and I'm gonna start with the Custom. The first time I have reviewed the SC Custom 2, it was the first version of the Custom 2. Back then it was made in Vietnam, and I was not completely convinced with this guitar. The nut was not glued inside the guitar. The paint job on the pickups was bad, and they were supposed to be golden, and it was drifting away in no time. Anyway, I was not really completely satisfied. So this time, the guitar is made in Indonesia, as you can see up there. Right? And it comes with a much better build quality. I mean, this guitar is flawless out of the box. The job on the fret is pretty nice. The polish on the fret was pretty good too. It comes with groove tuners. The tuning stability is really excellent. The playing position when you are sitting is super nice. I mean, the guitar is perfectly well balanced, and the access to the 24th fret, which is pretty important for me because I love to shred. Super comfortable, super easy. The shape of the neck is C-shape, modern C, with 20.5 millimeters here, 22.5 on the 12th fret, and it really starts feeling like the neck you find on some Schecter guitars, and you know, Schecter is my favorite brand. So from this point on, this guitar is really very good, and once again, I did not expect that, but I have really had a lot of fun, and that's why the demo I have made in this guitar is lasting for 5 minutes, and generally I'm not gunning for such long demos, but really I was having a lot of fun with it. I just have two small things to reproach with this guitar. The first one is the nut. Even though, as I said, the tuning stability is pretty good, this nut is plastic ABS nut, when on the other SC Custom 2, the ones that comes with passive pickups, you have a graphite nut. So, why? Why plastic for the active pickups, and why graphite for the passive pickups? For me, it doesn't make sense. The second thing I have to reproach with this guitar is the same thing that I had to reproach with my EX84 Modern here, before I changed the pickups. I will not say that the Roswell Active are bad pickups, but the nut definition is really not excellent when you play with high gain. And I mean, for me, active pickups are made to be played in high gain. So I know that these pickups are voiced to be to sound like vintage, but vintage voicing active pickups, no. It doesn't do it for me. I really wish they had more bite, more aggressivity, and a bit more definition. Even though the good point of this voicing is when you play clean, you've got a really nice clean tone. But when you come with a guitar with active pickups, it's certainly not for playing cleans. And now let's talk about the SC-1000. In case you don't know, I already own an SC-1000 myself. Here it is. It's an older version. I got it 1.5 years ago. Yeah. First difference you can notice is the shape of the horn. It's important for me because what I really loved with my SC-1000, this one is mine, okay? It's not the one you have heard on the review, on the demo. The playing position when you get the guitar on your lap is much better with this longer horn because it stops the guitar from ripping out of your lap too quick, okay? Now I'm going back to the brave new SC-1000, the one you have heard in the demo, the one we're talking about today because it's the one that is being produced today, and that's the kind of guitar you're gonna have if you buy one today, okay? Horn is shorter, so at some point it's gonna rip out of your lap if you have this kind of angle, you know. I will not have this problem on my SC-1000. Apart from that, well, the tuners, I was remembering they were bad. I couldn't remember because they were so bad. Maybe mine were a little bit less bad than this one. Anyway, those tuners are jumpy. Sometimes some of them have, to lose. Some of them are too strong. Fortunately, and despite maybe it's not, you have a pretty good tuning stability, so you don't have to set your guitar in tune too often. And trust me, you would not like to set this guitar in tune too often. I'm saying you're gonna choose a tuning, some E standard, A flat standard, drop D, and I think you will not change it anymore. Okay, apart from that, the job on the edge of the frets is even better than on the SC Custom, but the polish job was absolutely not done, so I had to do it myself. The playing position, okay, so it's pretty much the same thing as on the Custom, apart that, because of this super massive neck heel that I also have on mine, if you want to shred, it's not the guitar you're going to choose. This one is made for chugs, but if you want to shred, I didn't go beyond the 22nd fret because going higher is really very complicated. If you want to pick the note, you gotta tap if you want to go beyond, but okay, I already knew it. It's nothing new for me, and you gotta keep that in mind. If you want a guitar to shred, it's not this one, okay? The pickups, Edge BZ pickups. I prefer the sound of the Edge BZ over the Rosewood Active when it comes to play high gain. There's not such a big difference in terms of clean tone, but you have to know that for playing the demo and for playing the guitar alone parts that you're gonna hear afterwards, I have set the guitar with the volume on 5 for each pickups, because they have such an insane level of output that going beyond doesn't make sense, okay? It's too dirty, it's too buzzy, it's too much output. But it's not the worst thing I have to notice about the HBZ pickups. There's even worse. I have played the demo of this guitar exclusively with my diesel VH42 preamp. It's a preamp, so I don't have a power section. I just have to plug the pedal straight into my Focusrite Scarlett and record. And that's the way it works. That's very nice for me when I make my reviews. But these days, I love to use my PRS MT15 for playing the lead part. The PRS MT15 comes with a preamp and the power amp section, and I could not use it because of this guitar, and I'm gonna show you why. So I have just plugged in the amp, taking my jack cable, gonna plug the guitar in and let you hear. Okay, that's what you have. The noise gate is on, okay? If I turn the volume off, a bit less noise, a tiny bit. Change the pickup, tiny bit less. It's coming back, okay? And that's always like that. I'll let you imagine playing a lead in this condition, and that's a problem you would have with any amp that has a power section. Just to be fair, I'm gonna compare what you've heard with the SC Custom Active. Volume is on max on both pickups. I plug the guitar in, a bit hard, but okay. This time, no noise, you can play. Okay, so the problem comes from either the pickups or the electronics that might be a little bit crappy. But if it was just like my version of the SC-1000, it wouldn't be a big problem, because these are the HBZ pickups I had on my SC-1000. They come with the strip-in connector system, which is the exact same as what you can find on EMG, for instance, this EMG 60 same 3-pin connector system. So you remove the HBZ, you put the EMG instead, and there you are. On this guitar, now it comes, as you can see on the picks up there, with regular soldered system. So if you want to change the pickups, you have to change the electronics. It's not a major problem, because if you want to put a set of EMG pickups, for instance, the solderless kit is pretty easy to install. But if you want to go with the solderless kit, you buy this EMG set new for 170 euros for a set of 8185, for instance. Last time I have seen an EMG 81 for 30 euros with no solderless kit, just the pickup like this, you know, alone. Okay, 30 euros on the used market. I have seen an 85 for 40 euros on the used market. Again, no solderless kit, just the pickup like that. And if it was still the same system as on my SC-1000, it would be enough. So it would be 30 euros for the 81, 40 euros for the 85, so 70 euros. And I could change the pickups, and I'm pretty sure I would get rid of this stupid noise that I have when I play with a guitar that with an amp, that has a power section. This time I have to remove everything to install the solderless kit. Much harder to find on the used market, much more expensive. If you buy the EMG solderless kit separately, it's 45 euros. And really, I wish I understood why those HBZ pickups now come with that stupid system. It's the worst move I have seen in terms of changes on any Harley Benton guitar. I did really have to mention that, because it was a major disappointment for me. I really did not see that coming, and if I had received this guitar like this 1.5 years ago, I would never have kept it. Okay, so this had to be said, and now this is said. And now let's go listen to both this SC-1000 and the SC Custom Active, played along with both high gain tones and clean tones. The clean tone is going to be provided by my appearence MT15, because fortunately, even though I have problem with high gain, I can play with my appearance MT15 on the clean channel. But again, we talk about guitar with active pickups, and I guess you're gonna use them more often on the lead channel than on the clean channel. Anyway, here we go, listen to these guitars alone. Okay, and now let's compare these two guitars. This one is 198 euros, this one is 268 euros. The prices I'm giving you are the prices I have on the French page of Thomann, so of course the one you can have if you click my link in the video description down below. But if you live in another country, of course the price is going to be different. But just to tell you that there is a difference of price between these two. Okay, the tuners. Grover, no name, crappy, jumpy, advantage for the custom. The frets, as far as the edges are concerned, this one is better than this one, as I already mentioned. But as far as the polish goes, this one is better than this one. So I would say a draw, but it might change, of course, according to what you're going to receive. But in general, the intonations are better. The access to the 24th fret, I think, well, it's a no-brainer. This one is way better. You can shred on this guitar when it's much more complicated to do it on this one. Tuning stability is pretty good on them both, so it's a draw. As far as the tone goes, I do prefer the sound of the HPZ as far as the high gain channel goes, but I cannot give this guitar any point, because if I only had an amp with a power section, I could not have done a demo at all because of how noisy this thing is. If you consider the HBZ are normal and you can use a regular amp with them, I do prefer them, but for the clean, these ones are better. But considering that you mainly play high gain stuff with active pickups, if I had normal pickups that could work normally, I would give the point to this one. Anyway, none of them are as good as what I have on EMG pickups, and that has to be mentioned. So all in all, if I had to make a choice between these two, if I had to keep one of these two, I would keep this one. It would be a real, complete, total no-brainer. What disturbs me about the SC-1000 is that if you don't know the SC series with number, it starts with the SC-400 and the 450s and the 500 and the 550, and each time, every time you raise in number, there's something like some improvements. And the SC-550 is made in Indonesia, and it's a very, very good guitar. The SC-400 is more basic with, less good components, less good hardware, made in China and kind of things. So if you come from this logic, you could think that the SC-1000 is going to be the top of the line on the SC series, and it's absolutely not. But really, I think it should be, because as such, this SC-1000, if you compare it with the SC Custom Active, it doesn't have any interest anymore. Because as soon as you will replace the tuners, the difference of price will be compensated, and you still have a guitar that's less good than the Custom Active. So why keeping it as such? I really hope that in a short time, Harley Benton is going to improve this guitar, have it made in Indonesia, coming with better quality hardware. Maybe, and I hope they will, go with some extra jumbo frets, because that's something I'm always missing on Harley Bentons. Apart from the EX84 Modern, I think it's the only one that comes with extra jumbo frets, and that's really something very, very interesting on a guitar when you want to play metal. But yeah, if they had to do some changes on these guitars, they could go for pretty much the same hardware as on the X84 Modern. That's Grover locking tuners, extra jumbo frets, not stainless steel, but extra jumbo. Graphtec nut, super good quality hardware. They could come straight with EMG pickups, 8160, something like that. A better heel with nice contour to make the access to the 24th fret playable, I would say. And okay, the guitar would be much more expensive, but it would have an interest if you would compare it with this one. I've had fun using this one, even though the Roswell Active are not such good pickups. And I was really disappointed with this one because of the noise they had and because it has stopped me from using my beloved PRS-MT15 for playing leads. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video has been useful to you, and see you very soon for a next video.